Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. And we'll start by back map at the current range. As you know, prices have continued to trace back down into discount, what we've been saying here. And then buyers started to pick back up after they tapped into this demand area. Started making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Internal structure, swing structure bullish, internal structure bullish. Obviously, structure's breaking to the upside. There's liquidity sitting over these highs. And I believe I did the video yesterday around here saying, yeah, it's a good time possibly to buy now. Impulse is still in the direction of higher prices as the DXY resumes its bearish trend. So, not investment advice, but expect these prices to go ahead and target the highs of the overall range, as fractal structure, internal structure, and swing structure is bullish. GBP USD, this is a little more bearish, but still reacting the same way. Let's go map out the current range on the 4-hour chart. Well, I was saying before, these prices have retraced all the way back down into the overall range, so you have to be careful down here because the selling pressure is still high, but this area of demand, prices consolidated inside that area of demand in discount, but buyers have stepped back up, started to make advances to higher prices. So swing structure bullish, internal structure bullish, higher out of this area of consolidation, higher highs, higher lows, made a higher low, and prices continue to push higher. There's liquidity sitting over these highs, expecting to target the highs of the overall range, but I was just saying that this pair is a little bit more bearish than the others. Obviously, structure is breaking to the upside, fractal structure bullish, internal structure bullish, swing structure bullish. Looking for any opportunity if momentum continues to pick up. And it's just a brief overview of DXY, obviously in a bearish range. Structure started to break down to the downside. Clearly, this, the opposite of what's going on with the US dollar pairs. Swing structure bearish, internal structure bearish, is lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Prices retrace back up into premium. And now internal structure resumes with bearish trend back down. AUD USD, let's go ahead and map out the current range. Buyers have stepped back up. So I was saying yesterday, once the structure broke to the upside after the retracement back down into discount. So clearly, not that I traded, but I do mention on this channel, it's a Wyckoff accumulation spring, took out the liquidity, and there's another Wyckoff accumulation spring, start to take out all the liquidity. And it took out the highs of the overall range. I'll keep the range like this, but technically you can make it 4-hour range like this, because this is the low that took out the highs of the previous range. This being the low, this being the high, this being the higher low from this low. And it took out the highs of the overall range. I don't think this candle is closed yet, and prices could come back down into the range. So I'll just leave it the way it is. But as you can see, like I said, it came back down to the discount, this area of demand, this sell before the buy. Buyer stepped back in, started to consolidate. What I mentioned yesterday or the day before, broke structure to the upside, just waiting to see if these highs can be taken out. Perfect opportunity to buy once these highs start being taken out, and price starts to grab all this liquidity, target the highs, took out the highs. So now only looking to see any type of retracement back down, see how far this can go. If it goes higher, looking for any type of retracement, I'll probably change the range that it's in. But if it just starts to consolidate, and we'll just keep it here. But only looking for any type of buying opportunity for AUD USD, NZD USD. Of course, a similar setup. Buyer step back in. It's retraced back far, just like GBP USD, into this area of demand. Sell before the buy. Started consolidating. Buyer step back in here. Just now makes this the higher low, because now the internal structure bullish, swing structure bullish, internal structure bullish. After it broke out of this area, I said yesterday it was squeezing. It's going to pop one way or the other. Now it has determined this is going to be the higher low. And it started making higher highs. Hasn't retraced back yet, but you can see the structure broke to the upside clearly. And now it should target these highs of the overall range, this liquidity, and target the highs of the overall range. I'm looking for a buying opportunity as swing structure bullish. Yeah, I understand that. GBP AUD. And this has resumed a trend that I had been calling out for a while. It was consolidating, but only looking for any type of selling opportunity as the swing structure was bearish. when this happened and broke down past this trend line, waiting for any type of reaction from here because it went back into premium. Then seller stepped back in, obviously took out the lows of this overall range, and prices retracted. And waiting to see if these lows can be taken out. Actually, kind of made another low, but only looking for until the selling opportunity. Once momentum picks up, looks like momentum is picking up, targeting the lows of the overall range. Once that happens, I'll be looking for any type of retracement back from the new range, because if it does, I'll go ahead and take out these lows. I consider these lows have been tested already, and then we can change this structure and form this new lower high. Would be in this area due to these lows being taken out completely. Like I was saying before, this wasn't it was a closable low, but it wasn't a very strong close. But if this continues down, I'll be waiting for any type of retracement back, and we'll form a new range. But only bearish, looking for selling opportunities. Swing structure bearish, turn structure bearish, fractal structure bearish, and like I said, should target the lows of the overall range. GBP NZD. Also starting to break down. Let's go map out the current range. And as you know, prices have been consolidating sideways. Every time price comes back into premium, sellers step back in. But only looking for any type of selling opportunities. That's swing structure bearish. And wait for any type of opportunity when the bearish internal structure matches that swing structure. And it has, like I was saying, it's still a trend line, just like with GBP AUD. Price never came back down here, but when buyers did touch that trend line, it started moving prices higher, but sellers never were able to step back up or push prices back down to that trend line, unlike with GBP AUD. So from this other trend line yesterday, I believe, because prices were continuing to consolidate with premium 50% of the range, and this trend line now, it has been broken. So structure breaks to the downside, internal structure bearish now, fractal structure bearish. Looking for the opportunity to buy. This does look like it is impulsive. Does look like momentum is picking up. So only looking for a buying opportunity. Should target this. Just be careful when it targets this trend line. But overall, should be targeting the lows of the overall range. I'll be looking into any type of retracement. Once could be a good time to buy now. It's not investment advice, but just be careful with these lows. And yeah, but after it clears this low, it doesn't look like anything. I mean, there's a gap here, but it doesn't look like anything can stop it from hitting this trend line or eventually targeting the lows of the overall range. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.